Can we talk
Right.
about food noise and explain that a
Yeah.
little bit more? When your food literally calls you from the kitchen, you have that cake and it's constantly saying, "Eat me." And then that sounds like such a small, silly example, but it's true. We
No,
some people wake up in the morning and all they can think about is what am I gonna eat today? What am I gonna have
that's
for
me.
lunch?
Literally me. GLP-1, it's telling yourself you're full and it's taking out of the picture the food. So your brain is already stopping saying like, I'm hungry, I'm this. All of a sudden your stomach is full. And so take that food noise and putting it to the side. I think when people see a jump in the beginning, it's a confidence builder because it fuels you to keep going and to keep going and to keep going. So praise baby Jesus when this curb comes that I will be able to take this. And by the way, we both tasted it. It's delicious. When we say huge results, like 28 people over a 12-week time period, over 500 pounds lost. That's insane.
Welcome to the I Decide Darlings podcast. I'm Erin.
And I'm Lisa. We are moms, wives, best friends, entrepreneurs, and authors of the book, I Decide, the happy little guide to living your best life. Pull up a chair, grab a glass of wine, and get ready to talk all things health, success, loss, money, family, and everything in between. These two besties won't leave anything off the table.
So get ready to laugh, cry, hear the tips, tools, and stories to give you the success you crave, the life you adore, and the future you deserve. You are listening to the I Decide podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is going to be a fun one. Welcome to the I Decide Darlings podcast. You've got two darlings alone today with Erin.
And Lisa, welcome. I'm so excited for this, Erin. We have interviewed already in our short podcast career the most incredible people. So if you're listening, be sure that you go back and check out all of our podcasts in the past. They're so good. These incredible people that we get to interview, learn about their lives, teach us things. It's just been an incredible experience. But when it's just Erin and I, it's really special because we just talk like girlfriends and we get to share with you guys sort of the relevant things going on in the world and in our lives. And we're glad you're here with us today.
I agree. I mean, I am so blown away by all of the people that we've had the opportunity to bring on the show. I feel like every time I learn something, I laugh, I cry.
Me too.
And I also love like darlings time that we get to
Me
come
too.
on and talk. And we are going to talk about something today. Let's jump right in
Okay.
because we have a lot to share today and a little bit about a time. Guess what, guys? We just released a new product. And
Yeah.
not just any product, Lisa. What product did we launch?
Well, it's a GLP-1. It's called Curb, but why it's so important that we talk about this with you guys today is because the whole world is talking about medical weight loss. The whole world. It's on every news channel. You see it everywhere. You hear about the shots. I'm saying those in quotes. They have many different names. But the medical weight loss products that have swept our nation and our world recently and many of them have been around for 10 years, 10
Mhm.
years or more to help people with diabetes. And they've done a lot for people with diabetes. And then all of a sudden, they started realizing there were other side effects that came with it. And one of them was a byproduct of weight loss. Then
Mhm.
there's other side effects we're going to talk about in a minute with the medical weight loss. But what our formulators and scientists did in the company that we are with is they went to the drawing board to come up with a natural solution that gives us the same results without side effects. And
Mhm.
they have done it, you guys. They have done it. We are the first to market with an all natural GLP-1 booster product that is all natural. The ingredient list reads like your garden, and their side effects are zero. I mean, it's a huge, huge deal. And Erin and I and many of our teammates went down to Orlando, Florida this last weekend to learn about it and to hear from the people that were in our human trials. We have
Mhm.
clinical trials also. This is a very big deal. It's all
Which was
documented.
huge. And I think let's stop right there really quickly, right? Because 2 things. One, which I think is important for people to understand and know, the number 1 pharmaceutical in the country right now is the shot that we're talking about.
Mhm.
So, it's a little scary in a sense, but I think that that's why this is so prevalent right now. Like, and it's kinda sad in a sense because, like, it could be about heart disease or something like that. It's on weight loss.
Mhm.
And so when we say something like that, like what you're saying with these clinical trials and the human trials, guys, this is huge. And to somebody like me, when you put something in your body, and I hope you hear this, that like that's a question to ask is, are there trials, clinical trials, human trials behind this? The answer is yes. And then we got to meet some of those amazing humans and hear from them this weekend
Mhm.
about just that. So, okay, side note, sorry.
No, no, it's so important. And, I feel like as we go through, as we share some of the process that the human trial contestants or participants went through, it's emotional. Like
Mhm.
we all know, I mean, just being, grown adults, we know that weight loss is emotional for people. And when you say, oh, it could have been for something like heart, for heart or something like that, that feels more important. Well, the thing is, it's all related.
Oh,
If they are
amen.
obese, their heart's gonna be in bad shape. I mean, it's all so related that
Mhm.
the results of having, what we're gonna talk about that this GLP-1 does are only not only gonna give you the byproduct or the result of weight loss
Mhm.
and a lot of weight loss and inches lost, but better health, better
Mhm.
numbers. People's numbers are coming down to where they don't have to take some of the other medications that they're on because of what this product is doing for them. So, woo,
Ah,
very exciting, Erin.
sure. Super exciting. And again, saying this without saying this, one of the participants in this was borderline on the sense of going down the diabetic route. And I'm just saying, I don't think she's going down that route anymore.
She's not.
So, we're not making any medical claims here. We're just
No.
sharing with you what we heard this weekend. But I think, right, real quickly, let's start with what in the world GLP-1 is, because I know you and I know what it is. But let's give everybody kind of like the watered down version of what it is. And then I think the most important thing for us to talk about today is, like you said, like this is emotional, like helping people. We're going to talk about food noise, what that
Mhm.
is, which I think was mind blowing to me. It's like kind of rolls off my tongue all the time now because it answers a lot of questions for so many people.
Mhm.
Um, and then kind of the after effects. So GLP. Let's give everybody the slim down version. Oh, no pun intended of what of what GLP is because it's literally, well, I'll let you say it and then I'll give you my layman terms on it.
Okay. So GLP-1 is a hormone naturally produced in the gut that plays a crucial role in regulating blood sugar, metabolism, and your appetite. GLP-1 sends signals between your brain, stomach, and pancreas, affecting your overall metabolism. By telling your brain that you're full, telling your pancreas to produce insulin, and delaying stomach emptying, GLP-1 helps control your appetite. Can you imagine how many people out there need help controlling their appetite because their appetite controls them? I mean, I think it's probably
Yeah.
99.9% of the world, their appetite controls them. We don't use food as fuel, sadly. We use it as entertainment. We use it
Mhm.
as comfort. We use it when we're upset. We use it when we're
Boredom.
happy. Yeah, we use it when we at any time I think, "What do you
Mhm.
wanna do tonight?" I'm like, "What do you wanna eat?"
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I wrong? I mean, when you
Yeah.
talk to friends, "Do you guys wanna go out to dinner?" I mean, it is not fuel for us in today's world.
Mhm.
It is entertainment or
Mhm.
comfort. Many people, comfort themselves during stressful times with their food. And so to control your appetite instead of have your appetite control you is what GLP-1 does for
Mhm.
people.
I mean, and I think that there's so many things to break this down because Lisa just gave us, the real the textbook version of what GLP-1 is. If you were to ask me without having to look at it as we're learning all of these amazing things, GLP-1, like Lisa said, it's telling yourself you're full and it's taking out of the picture the food that we're always craving, right? So your brain is already stopping saying like I'm hungry, I'm this. All of a sudden your stomach is full, and so take that food noise of what we're calling it and putting it to the side. And so GLP is increasing your metabolism, it's slowing down your food, it's telling you your brain you're not hungry. Like these are all of the components exactly what that other drug is doing, which is why people are seeing such great results. Because let's be real, the older we're getting to, our metabolism is slowing down. We're all, like Lisa said, I mean, we were taught to like it's morning time, it's breakfast. It's the middle of the day, it's lunch. I was having this conversation with somebody over the weekend that, it gets mid-afternoon and I'm like, "It's lunch. It's lunch. What are we doing?" Like, I'm not even hungry. But I think we're so used to that's just how we're supposed to do. So, what I've loved hearing from people is like, take that all out of the equation.
Mhm,
Your body is doing what it needs to be doing without us trying to control it. So,
mhm,
you know, it's a different class that's mimicking our natural body's GLP-1 that has slowed down over time because guess what? We're aging.
mhm. Yeah, 100%. Well, and a lot of people are looking for the weight loss result,
Mhm.
and maybe are not under a doctor's care because they don't
Mhm.
need to be. A lot of people are, and if you're under a doctor's care and they have you prescribed to one of the weight loss shots and things are going great for you and they're checking on you, stay with it. That,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
we're not trying to change your mind to not listen to your doctor at all. We're just here to say, look, at a lot of people either don't are not under a doctor's care, don't have insurance that could pay for it, or are under a doctor's care and don't have the insurance. And some of the doctors are saying, yes, here's your prescription. So they take it then to their insurance, and the insurance says no. I had a gal
Mhm.
yesterday order a product, and that was her situation.
Mhm.
Her doctor said, yes, this will really benefit you in your life right now, and so I'm going to write you the prescription. It was for one of the companies. She took it to her insurance, they won't cover it, and it was gonna
Yeah.
be like $1,400 a month, and she can't, she doesn't want to be able to afford that, doesn't have the money to put towards that. So,
Mhm.
she's gonna go the natural route, and you know what? This is what's so wonderful. She can take the clinical trials that we have to her doctor, the ingredient deck, and make sure, if she's working with a doctor, that they say it's okay, and it's
Yeah.
all natural. And so
It's
this is
so
a thing that's
amazing.
so exciting because a lot of people, maybe you're out there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna use myself as an example. Post-menopausal, when I went into menopause, there was nothing I could do. I could do everything right, and my stomach grew. It was just
Mhm.
like this fluffy tummy. I know women understand that. You get thicker through the middle, and I will tell you what, that was one of the number one things I heard from the test group women. They're like, "It's the first time in a long time I saw my abs again. I saw my tummy go flat again. Ever since I
Mhm.
started menopause, I was fluffy around the middle, and whatever this amazing GLP-1 is, it took that away for the first time." And so you
Mhm.
know what happens then, Erin? This is what it gets emotional, really, because when this happens and you have lost your self-confidence, you feel like you lost your true self it during menopause or whatever's going on in your life, and you maybe ate more than you should have over the past 5, 10 years, and then all of a sudden you look in the mirror and you don't know who you are
Mhm.
and you're not happy anymore with yourself because of that. Your confidence levels are lower. I'm telling you, it is a mind thing. It is a huge
Mhm.
mind thing. And if you can retrieve that old self again and
Mhm.
get the motivation, because if you're able to make the right decisions to fuel your body with healthy foods and to not be eating all the time, and then you start to lose weight and you start to slim down, and then your ego gets boosted a little bit, and then you have more energy because you're
I
lighter.
agree.
You can go do more exercise. I mean, think about this ripple effect that's going to come out of this and that is coming out of this for so many people. It's beautiful. Makes me so
Yeah.
happy.
And I don't want to make this about me because I want to tell about the other people real quickly, but I get that. I mean, I get that because I don't want to say I was unhealthy for so many years, but I just didn't I was busy and I my focus was elsewhere and it just I kind of over time, like a little bit more by a little bit more, a little bit more. And I did. It's been a year and a half now. And I saw a picture of myself and I was at my mom's house. And for the first time, I looked at that picture and I was like, that does not look like me. I
Oh,
don't know who
wow.
that girl is, but that's not me. And,
Mhm.
it's been a journey. It's been about a year and a half now. And I feel like I've slowly gained control over that and I've lost
Mhm.
weight, but it's mental.
Mhm.
And again, I think what I'm so excited about this is two, well, for I have a lot of reasons, but the two I'll say right now is just like we say in business, success loves speed. I think weight loss too. And again, shoot me for saying this later. I think when people see a jump in the beginning, it's a confidence builder because it
Yes.
keeps you going. And what we're seeing with this product is everybody's different, but when people started taking this from the test groups, this product, within the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they started to see what I wanna say significant changes,
Mhm.
and what I know that that does is it fuels you to keep going, and to
Mhm.
keep going, and to keep going. So, I love that about it. I also love the fact that let's and we'll to get into this, is the control of the food noise. It doesn't matter. I think if you have it in you, it's always in you. It'll never go away. So, praise baby Jesus when this perp comes that I will be able to take this, and by the way, we both tasted it. It's delicious.
Yes, it is very
Uh,
good. Peach mango is the flavor.
we like to say yumalicious,
Yumalicious.
um, that it'll take that curving away. So,
Can we talk
right.
about food noise and explain that a
Yeah.
little bit more? Because food noise is just sort of a term that we started using when we were talking about the fact that you can almost hear. And I was telling Erin about a cookie that's been in my kitchen that I brought home for Steve, this from this amazing baker. And I had one
Mhm.
of my own, but I brought one home for him from this pumpkin festival that Megan and I went to. I'm telling you, it's the best cookie I've ever had in my life. Well, the one that I brought him is sitting on the counter, wrapped in the same cellophane it came in, and it has been talking to me ever since. That is food noise. When your food literally calls you from the kitchen, let's say you have a cake, from a birthday party, and you
Mhm.
you have that cake and it's constantly saying, "Eat me,"
Mhm.
and I know I shouldn't have a second cookie. I already had my cookie, but and that sounds like such a small, silly example, but it's true. We
No,
some people wake up in the morning and all they can think about is what am I gonna eat today? What am I gonna have
that's
for
me.
lunch? Yeah.
That's literally me. I think about when am I gonna go to bed because 'cause I'm so tired, and then and then I think about what are we gonna do for dinner, and part of
Mhm.
it is the necessity of, like, feeding our families,
Sure.
but no, there's the other part that I'm thinking. So, yeah, I think that is real, and again,
Mhm.
it's the fact that we get to eliminate that so you can start focusing on other areas of your life, and you
That's right.
can go out for a walk. You can have, undivided time with your family. You can get more work done. Like, that's what I love about all of this, and so
Mhm.
let's jump into the people that we got to hear from this weekend.
Okay.
And we talked, there was 5 or 6 of them there. There was only 28, so that's, good numbers. Um, and there was a little bit of everything, like huge results. And when we say huge results, like 28 people over a 12-week time period, over 500 pounds lost.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And when she says there were only 5 there, it's because
Oh, yeah.
they spread them out to 4 different events. So we had
Mhm.
5 of the contestants or participants. I wanna call them contestants because they actually did win some money,
Yeah.
the top ones, a lot of money. But, we had 5 in our room, and, yeah, it was so incredible to hear from them how this has changed their life. And just so you know, they had to apply for this, test group with a video sharing how they felt about food, how they felt in their life, how they felt in their bodies. It was much more than just how much weight they wanted to lose. It was very emotional. Like one of the guys that was up there who had phenomenal result. His first week, he lost 11 pounds.
Mm.
So if you're listening, that it starts working right away. Like right away. You
Yeah.
take your first drink and you start to feel a difference in your hunger levels. And it's incredible. But he, his deal was he's getting married again, and he just didn't feel like himself in his body. He had put on so much weight, and and it was the stories like that that blew our minds, and how their emotional state was so much more elevated than where they
Mhm.
were, and they were feeling so much better in their body, in their size, and then their crazy results were just huge.
Insane.
Inches, like, one of the gals had lost, I think, 28 pounds, but she was down 52 inches in her body because they were measuring all the different body parts every single week, and she had lost 52 inches. So, in her picture, you know, she looks like a different person.
Yeah. Think about that. Think about that. I said to her this weekend, okay, I'm a visual person, as we know. So I think about a ruler. And of course, this is coming from all areas of your body, but
Mhm,
52 inches, I mean,
mhm.
a ruler is 12 inches, right? So if you're going to go 12, 25, I mean, like, think about how many inches, how many rulers. That is insane to me. And again, this is all about why we're so jazzed about helping people be and live your very best life. And
Mhm,
to hear Betty, who is up there
mhm.
talking this weekend. And, we talked about obviously the physical benefits of it, which were very large, but also the emotional benefits. And when she said she did not realize that she was depressed until she was past that depression that she came out of because of
Mhm.
this, it was like, my heart sunk and
Yeah.
exploded all at the same time because I think so many of us are just kind of coasting through life. Are we
Mhm.
happy? Or are we not happy? We're not sure. We're sure. And again, a lot of it is controlled by our weight, what we're thinking, what we're doing. And to hear her say that was, this is bigger than weight loss. And we talked about this weekend. Like, this is bigger than weight loss, that this product is allowing people to do just that.
Yes, and her husband that was following her around, she wouldn't share any of the products with him, and he's like, "How do you think I feel, Lisa? I've been watching her shrink down to a different person," and he's like, "And I've been following her around and watching all the joy and all the happiness, and I couldn't have any of her products."
Oh my God,
But
I didn't hear that.
his are ordered now. He's getting ready to start his. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna do his next. But, before we tell him, I wanna tell him what it's like taking the products, but also, let's talk quickly about blood sugar. So, the other thing, and we talked a little bit about it in the beginning about, blood sugar levels, but, blood sugar influences weight in 2 different ways. So first, when sugar enters your bloodstream, it triggers your pancreas to produce insulin. Insulin processes any excess sugar not needed for energy and stores it as fat. Second, when we eat food high in sugar, and I am reading this because I want it to be correct. Second, when we eat foods high in sugar, including simple carbohydrates, it leads to greater fluctuations in blood sugar, which influences hunger cravings and can make it harder to stick to a healthy diet. So, what this GLP-1 booster does is it lowers
Mhm.
your natural blood sugar levels and it gets you down to where it should be, to where your body can fight off turning these carbs into sugar. And so that's why the results are so incredible. And it's all done naturally with our product.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's one of those products that the other thing that I learned over the weekend is that there's the acromantia, which it
Mhm.
has a starch in it. So just picture it with us, okay? It comes in a little jar, right? Tub is a good word. It comes in a tub, and you're taking. No, it doesn't.
No, it
No,
comes in stick
that's just
packs.
cold. That's just cold. We'll talk about that next time. But the curd, it comes in stick packs. You pour it into a glass of water. You're gonna mix it up really quickly because you're gonna drink it immediately
It has
because
a lot of fiber.
it has a lot of fiber, which is that starch that comes in it with the Akkermansia, which is like the skinny gut bacteria.
Okay,
So
so hold on. I'm gonna
yep,
Akkermansia is actually already in our bodies.
correct.
It's like it's in our bodies. It's fed by the starch that is from certain potatoes that's in the curd.
Okay, okay, okay.
So when we take that, it's feeding and making the Akkermansia healthy again and
Ooh.
happy again. And that's where
Oh,
the inflammation, I know, isn't that sexy?
yeah.
And that's
Ooh,
where
I
the
like it.
inflammation goes down in your body because the Akkermansia is not being fed properly by our normal foods or by high sugar diets. How
You're so
about that?
smart. You're so smart.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
Here we
All
go.
right. Yeah. Uh, Right? Okay, so you're drinking this drink, you drink it quickly because again, because of what's in it, it will become kind of like a gel if you don't drink it quickly because again, you're drinking it and it's going into your stomach and that's what it's doing in our stomachs to create that full feeling and that's it. I mean, again, no shots, no huge price tag, no side effects. And the side effects that people are having are no bueno, in terms of, I mean, it's a laundry list that we don't have to talk about because we don't have any of them. So,
Yeah.
all of those things. Here's the last thing that I want to say on that is we love convenience. Like and the convenience of taking this yummalicious drink to do what it's able to do. And, in the 90-day survey that they did, the average lost weight was 18 pounds. That's a lot.
A
And
lot
it's
of
by
weight.
taking this little curd pack, putting it in your water, boom, 9% of their body weight gone. Insane.
That's incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. And then we have a second product called Sculpt, and what the Sculpt does is it
That's the
helps
stuff.
maintain that's the tub that she was
Yeah.
talking about. That helps you maintain your muscles. It
Hmm.
has, the amino acids in it, and that's one thing that people have been really noticing that have been on the medical weight loss products is they're losing a lot of their muscles.
Mhm.
And so they look very thin, but then they have sagging skin and things because they don't have any lean muscle mass left. And
Mhm.
that is what the Sculpt was formulated for. So that in the process of taking the curb and making better decisions, and then, of course, the byproduct of losing weight, lower blood sugar, healthier bodies, more energy,
Mhm.
we're also maintaining our muscles. And
Mhm.
so, and lean muscles. And the Sculpt is like a blue raspberry flavor. And you can put that in your water bottle and just sip on it all day. You don't
Mhm.
have to drink it all at once. Some of the participants in the human trial did mix it in with their curb just because they like to get it all done at one time. So it's whatever, however you want to do it. And the curb, they recommend drinking that once a day, 30 minutes before your largest meal. Because what
Mhm.
it's going to do is really help you eat less at that larger meal. And so if you're like an afternoon snacker, they're like, that would be the perfect time to take it. It'll keep you from snacking and then also help you to eat less at dinner time.
Mhm. Well, I know we're over the moon. We're like $2 million over the moon because of all of this. But we wanted everyone to have really like from our hearts and our mouths to like what's happening here, why we're so excited, what these new products are. And really just you guys know too, they work well together.
Mhm.
So prior to this weekend, I think a lot of focus was just on the GLP, which is the curb. And I think now that the more and more we're getting educated on this, we recommend to everyone doing the two of them together.
Mhm.
If
Yes.
not with some of the other products that we recommend and take on a daily basis, but for this new product launch, Curb and Sculpt should go together as kind
Mhm.
of like a little married duo because of everything we just said. So we want you guys to not only be educated on it, but we want it to work. And so you need to try both in order to do that and give it some time. I mean, again, we love to say that, weight loss success, we love in that speed too. And it's gonna take a good I always tell our customers, like, "Give it 3 months."
Oh, yeah.
Give it 3 months to get your body regulated, your mind, everything. And guess what? I mean, we've seen proof that it's working,
Mhm.
and we know these people and love these people and have seen it work, and they've seen results fast, but it's also a longevity thing here too.
Oh, yes. Well, and people that are on the medical weight loss, we have tons of those that are going to wean themselves
Mhm.
off, stop taking the medical weight loss shots, and switch over to a natural alternative to either save money, to be healthier. They have so many reasons why they want to switch over. And so, and that is perfectly fine. In fact, many of our nurses on our team said, it's not going to hurt you to take both because the ours is all natural. There's no
Yeah,
medical interactions with it. But again, of course, if you're under any type of medical
yeah.
care, always ask your doctor first. We always like to send people to their doctor if they need to check with them first. But that's what I love too, because even if you've been taking the medical ones and you're concerned with what people are talking about now on the news about all the different side effects, you could switch. and still have the same result. So you don't have to be scared that you're going to gain your weight back. We have people that have gone off of the other ones and lost more. They were in this trial, lost
Mhm.
more weight during the trial because
Insane.
they switched over to the natural alternative.
Yeah. It's insane. So here's the best part too is we want to give you guys, our little friendly VIP link so you guys can save on all of this. And we'll put that in our show notes for you guys so you guys can click on it. And please know we're the darlings, we're your friends. We want to answer any questions that you guys have. So always you can reach out to us, you can email us, you can DM us. We are an open book when it
Mhm.
comes to all of this. That we are in the business and in the servant heart of wanting to help people. So it's our duty of who we are as people to come on here and to share the love and tell you guys what we're excited about and
Mhm.
another tool to help people live their very best life.
That's right. Oh, yay. I'm so excited for everyone that's
I
going to try
know.
it.
Yes.
So, well, Erin, I love that we can bring a natural product that can serve everybody in a space that
Yeah.
is so relevant right now and desperately needed for people's
Yeah.
health. And so it's a beautiful thing. So thank
Yeah.
you for being here with me today, my friend. And
So
um,
fun. And
I
guess
love it.
what? I'm stalking mine's coming FedEx, which I think is fun. I know. I'm going to be stalking my FedEx person. So make sure you're following us all over on Instagram because I have a funny feeling that we're both going to be sharing it in our stories and showing you guys what it looks like, tastes like, all of the above. So make sure you're following both of us on Instagram and the I Decide Darlings. And guess what? The Darlings will be back sooner than later with another guest with you guys today. But thanks for letting us come on here today and share about our new exciting
Woo!
product. We love you guys.
Love you.
You've been listening to the I Decide Darlings podcast. If this podcast touched your heart, please share it with your friends and family right after you subscribe yourself.
Don't forget to head over to iDecideBook.com and grab a copy of our favorite book and daily journal. As always, thank you for being here, and we can't wait for you to hear our next episode.